All right, I just checked in here at Cooper Lake State Park, and I must say the ladies in the office here seem to have the system down better than any other state park I've been to since the new system came in. More about that new system later. Anyway, here at the state park, they do have ice and firewood, and they have a little store in there with a few camping needs and t-shirts and stuff like that. So if you forget something, they might just have it here if you need it. So let's go check out this park.
She's Lola. She's lost her land again. They lost my friend. Lost her land again.
There are a couple of reasons that we decided to go with the Cooper Lake State Park. Last year we had the gathering closer to Dallas, and a lot of people said, you know, when you go camping, I'd really like to get out of the city. This is definitely out of the city, definitely. Another thing was that they only had campsites, like if you're in an RV or a van or even a tent, they could accommodate you, but there was no cabins or screen shelters or anything. So Cooper Lake has all those things, plus they have limited use. So I'll show you around, and then I think that this will be friendlier to more people. Like I said, everybody's not a camper, but they still might want to come out and hang out with some cool people, so this way you can. Oh, it's a really pretty day, guys. So it's spring now. Keep that in mind. It's going to look a little bit different in October, but for the most part, this is it. So let's go check out the cabins. So I have actually stayed in these cabins before. I'm going to say about 5 or 6 years ago, my friend Vicky and John, we came out here and rented a cabin because they were having a meteor shower. We didn't want to tent camp for whatever reason, so we just went in on this cabin, and it was awesome. Very nice. So this is what they look like. So I think they have a couple of different sizes. I'm not positive on that, but the price is around 115 bucks a night. Now the one I stayed at had 2 queen beds in a bedroom, and then it had like a fold-out futon in the living room, and it had a full kitchen and a full bathroom. So check it out, guys. Isn't this cute? I mean, you can't really get a hotel room for $115, so I think that this is quite the good deal, especially if you're coming and meeting up with a couple other people and sharing it. Then it's no more expensive than a campsite. Yep, there's a grill and a picnic table on the deck overlooking Cooper Lake. So on this particular cabin, there's parking right there with a light, very handy, and a little ramp right up to your front door. No smoking, no pets, by the way. Alright, so this cabin is not wheelchair accessible, so they are not all wheelchair accessible. But if that's something that you need, just make sure and ask when you're making your reservations. What a beautiful view this one has. Wow. This is cabin 2, and I believe that is cabin 3. I'm really sorry about the dirty windshield, you guys. I would have washed my van, but my friend Leanna said if I did, that it would make it rain this weekend, and then it'd be all my fault. I can't be held responsible for that, so I'm driving around in a dirty van. So this is the screen shelters. All they have in them usually is just a picnic table. But some of them are called what they call limited use cabins. I've stayed in these before too. So this one right here, yeah, that, wait. So this one right here, that one, it's got bunk beds in it and a heater and an air conditioner, I believe. And then the bathrooms, though, are right across the street. So there are no bathrooms in the screen shelter area. Right, this is the Bright Star Loop. It's 50 amp electrical sites. I know they have water as well. $45. You can see they're nice and deep, fairly level. Picnic table, fire ring. Oh, there's site 1. So I guess they go around that way. 2. Site 44. That's number 3. Oh, I know this lady. This is a lady who wouldn't let me wash my car, y'all.
Oh, hey!
Hi, mean lady that wouldn't let me wash my car.
That's right. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? So right next to the Bright Star Loop is the dump station and water. Again, I really do apologize about the windshield. That really isn't Leanna's fault. That's my fault. So I mentioned earlier that Texas has completely changed its way of doing reservations. Used to, you would just reserve a site, you were guaranteed a site, but you couldn't site-specific reserve. Well, now you can. So that's why I'm kind of driving around a little bit, giving you an idea of what the different sites look like. But on the reservation site, it really does a great job of letting you know what's at each site, like how long the driveway is or different things like that. So, and this is Deer Haven 30 amp in Oak Grove. Now Oak Grove I think are all hike out, but yep, very cute. These are pull-throughs. It's like 47 on the right, 87 on the left. .48's a nice pull-through. Yeah, these are really nice, y'all. 86 has a butterfly flying through it. .85's really nice. Look at that tree. That's kind of fabulous. Site 84, nice level pad there. Site 50 is a pull-through. Site 83, nice and level. So yeah, you guys, none of these sites are just bad. I mean, they're all pretty decent. Oh, there's a little nature trail here in the hiking trail to the amphitheater. That's cool. Alright, 82's really big and nice. Look how clean it is here, you guys. Don't forget, don't mess with Texas. So I know this will probably be a bummer to Totally Kathy, but this restroom does not have buckets. You're going to have to deal with modern facilities. Sorry. I know you were really looking forward to that. Just kidding. Just kidding, my friend. Alright, so let's check it out. So, yep, just a standard restroom, nice and clean. Got electric right there if you need to plug something in. 2 sinks. 3 bathroom stalls. Just very standard stuff. Nice and clean. And then it looks like a couple of shower stalls as well. Yeah, nothing fancy, but it'll do. Alright, riddle me this, Batman. I've always wondered why they put the park hosts right across from the bathroom, when the park host is probably the one that's going to be the least likely to use the bathroom. They have water, sewer, and electric hookups. I've never understood that. If somebody can explain to me why they do that, that would be great. I would think you'd rather have tents or something right there, you know, people that would actually need the bathroom. They never ask me when they're designing these state parks, so. Alright, so this is the Equestrian Loop. Like I said, you do not have to have a horse to camp in this loop. Something I do like about this loop a lot is that they seem to be bigger and more spacious because, well, they can accommodate horses. That is 116 and 117 right next to each other. Lots of spare parking right there. So for tonight, I'm going to stay here in Site 109. It's in the Equestrian Loop. The reason I decided on this site, whenever I was checking in, the young lady said, what are you looking for in a campsite? And I said, well, I know it's going to be really crowded this weekend, but if you have something kind of off to itself, that would be great. She said, well, nobody's even camped down the Equestrian Loop. You don't have to have a horse to camp down there. There's electric and water, and it's the same price. Okay, so I am at the very last end one. Definitely quiet. The solitude I was seeking. And I've got some friends camped up in, I think, the Bright Star Loop, and I'll go see them later. But yeah, I was just going to pull in with Leanna, but I think that the state parks really frown on double dipping on the electric, so I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I decided to just do this for tonight. Really peaceful, really pretty. But yeah, I also wanted to see if there's going to be like a bug problem here, because there are horses down here a lot, but it doesn't seem like there's any more bugs here than there would be anywhere else. But yes, I am really liking the looks of this. All the campsites in this loop are along the outside, and the whole inside is what they consider a day use area. So that might be a great gathering place for everyone. I'm really liking it. Like I said though, sometimes you really got to stay someplace to get a feel for it. So I'm going to stay here tonight, see how I feel in the morning. Meanwhile, I am starving to death. I'm going to get something to eat. I'll check back up with you guys later. Once again, we've got a cardinal. Just does not like that reflection. Can't we all just get along with ourselves?